Hello and welcome back to Railway Empire 2. I hope you're all well as we take over Britain here. We're doing quite well. We are just watching as we go on a passenger train to York. This takes in our new link to Carlisle afterwards. As you can see, it's just down there. How cool is this though? That I love that how you build the scenery. It does. I could just build a railway here and it will show, which is pretty damn cool, right? But welcome back anyway. Yeah, we're going down to here. So if you remember in the last one, we did get a link into Carlisle here, and we do have a 333,000 connection bonus when this one's done. And I'm hoping they bring some passengers for here. So meet for York there, and we'll see what happens at York here. And I just want to show you something. So I've been buying in raw material bonds here. So we're at a loss there, but I did check and it was down here. So if this spikes up, we do need to keep an eye on it. It'd be better if you could have like a pin of this in the corner or something. It'd be really cool. We will be selling out our raw material stock when we can as well, so that's pretty cool. It's another way you can kind of play this little stock market here to earn money as well. So yeah, pretty damn cool. I think that train's now going back actually. We done something wrong here. Meet for York. York's there. Here for Manchester. We'll see. It might be because we didn't make the link. So if let me go into this one again. Just edit that. Oh no, that's not the one. That's the Adler mixed. Actually, do we even need that anymore? Let's double check what's on the... I want to do that. Let's come out of that a second. There it is. And we have passengers and mailbags for Carlisle. Cool. Let's check what we've got in York here. So we don't have any links or anything. We're going to need a... No, I don't want to demolish. We're going to need a refuel station somewhere along the line here. And we are going to need this salt soon. Again... Dover's growing lovely, 82,000. It's almost there. I think Waterford is at 100,000 though. This pretty much gets everything it needs, right? Yeah, they're doing really well with that. So we just need to keep an eye out. But hopefully we're going to get some good money on this connection anyway. We are earning... Wrong one. Not a lot we can do for research at the moment. We're earning about 110 to 120,000 per week at the moment, which is great. We should get this connection bonus in, and then we can look at what we want to do next. Carlisle. We need to make sure we're renaming them because it won't do it automatically. It'll do based on what you have last. There we go. It makes more sense now. It's because the way we have it clicked back. I don't know if you need to do the return clicks because it seems to mess up everything. I'm not sure. That's just the express train only. So that's the one that goes all the way from Holyhead to Carlisle as an express. We just need a freight for this one, which actually I'm just now thinking about it. We only have an express going that way, so what we need to do is actually include, so that's the passenger one, Reese's Rest to York. I actually want to change this Reese's Rest to York, and let's add in these two. So Reese's Rest to Manchester to York, to Wensley to Carlisle, to Wensley to York, to Manchester. Confirm. That might need 2 on it. We need 2 trains on that one. Let's just start with 1. Let's see how we get on.
You should really keep your trains in better shape.
He's annoying, isn't he? Right. And another thing we need to do, so Birmingham population isn't my highest. Dover now is, I believe. Problem we have is we need to make it higher than Waterford, and there's no way to do that. What fulfillment are we looking at here? Due to high incline. We have a high incline issue here. That's okay. We have 51% fulfillment demand. We do have a library here. And what else can we get in that they need? They need some wood and meat. We do have wood coming in, but it's just from a really, really far. So we built the maintenance warehouse. That's it. So we have wood on that. This Dover Cambridge Firefly Express train seems to earn us a whole bunch of cash just going from these two because there's so many people at Dover. It's quite funny. But I don't know whether to then add in... Hey, there's our connection bonus. Awesome. Whether we go... Yeah, so we've got the... That's freight only. I'm thinking about incorporating London into this one here. So just Dover... we change this one to Express. Let's get rid of O'Reilly. Dover, Cambridge, London, Cambridge. And this is going to be Express only. So we've got an Express going from Dover to London. We should go direct link, really, and then continue that on, but that's fine. And then I really want to set up Express only from Plymouth all the way up to Carlisle, if it's even possible. At the moment, we only have the one. So let's have a look. Can we go Plymouth How do we want to do this? So we want it to basically do a full round trip. Bristol, Dover, Cambridge, London. No, we don't want it yet. We do Oxford. Now let's take these out. So we're going to go Cambridge, Birmingham. I think we can go Manchester, York, Carlisle. That is a huge, huge train. And that is fit for for the Firefly Express here. We do need to come back on that, but I'm just going to do that one at the moment. We just hit over 1 million. I don't even know how I did that. We are flying on the money, though. But yeah, that's going to be a nice, big, long train there. Right, what can we get in research-wise, then? We're absolutely smashing it here. So what's this? Reduce the cost of recruiting personnel in the office. After an auction, no. Reduce the cost of in-service training. 5% saboteur. Liability of locomotives is a good one. We can't unlock this just yet anyway. So the millies here are doing well. Just means we do need to continue on and carry on. Probably just getting all of these under control here with really, really simple stations. But I'd love to save and get across here into Dublin. But that's going to cost me an absolute fortune. Right, how are we going to do this? So, Holyhead. Where are your tracks here? So, Holyhead here has 2 from here. If we go a station in Dublin, like so. I'm going to bring it up here.
Station in the same city?
Hey, come on.
Sure you have thought this through?
Be quiet. We're fine. It's going to cost us a fortune, but don't you worry. We'll probably just have to keep the speed, maintain speed, however we want it. 3 million for a full bridge across, and there's no... we're going to have to maybe... change this, come out or under. There we go. So it's going to have to come across like that. That's going to cost us so much money, but it's okay. I think we can bring this down a little bit anyway. And the bridge doesn't need to be nearly so high across the water, but I think it does give us max speed. We don't want speed problems over here, really. I'm trying to think how else we could do this. But as close to the track as possible. 62. Max speed there, and then if we go up, max speed to 67 through max speed all the way there. Let's bring that up. If we're going to spend the money anyway, right, we may as well make it costly and get across into Ireland here and start getting involved with all of this. That gets planks into Holyhead, as you can see. That's why I wanted to do that one. I don't know. I think money-wise, yeah, we're still okay. I just want to take it to that next level, you know? I want to keep buying in the shares too, but there's no other way of doing that. So, 1.1. I feel like we could be better with this. So, I'm tempted to get bond in just to get Dublin up and running here. Just for Express. I'm thinking getting the Express in from Dublin as well. So, Dublin, in terms of population... Election chaos in Portugal. Gun salutes at change of government. Yeah, we're not even doing anything to do with Europe at the moment. So they're 40,000. There should be a pretty big demand for... Yeah, so their train usage isn't maxed out. There's loads waiting for transport. So that might be the play here. Let's have a look how much a... Well, first of all, let's see how this is doing.
How about a little competition for the better
No.
station in the city?
Be quiet. Can I go back in? Right, we're going to take out a... Going to cost us a fair bit. Let's go straight into the big boy here. We're going to get the bond in, and we are going straight in to get this rail up and running. Now we can get the next one because it shouldn't cost us a lot. Perfect. And to be fair, that is all I want for this. And then we're just going to get a gridiron on this if it lets me. Perfect. And then Dublin can become our pathway in, which is nice. What I'm going to do, because that's going to cost us a lot to pay off. This Holyhead to Carlisle link, we're actually going to change that. And we're going to change... oh, we haven't done the railway directions here, so we're going to need to just quickly do that. Try that again. And in order to do this, we're firstly going to have to do the same to get the gridiron up in here, otherwise it can't cross, right? So we'll do that. Doesn't cost anything to build these anyway. Good practice to get them up as well, I think. So let's see if we can now do a four-way here. We might need to bring that out even more. No problem at all. If it lets me. Boom. Right, so let's go back to the directions here. That didn't screw with them, did it? No, perfect. So we should, in theory, now be allowed to take over the Irish boys here and add in this link. So let's have a look. And there we go. So Dublin. This is going to be Dublin to Carlisle. Dublin to Carlisle. And we want it to go back to Holyhead. To Dublin. Perfect. That should be good. And we're going to change this now to be 2 trains. So we're going to have a full link between these. So that's like Ireland to the north here. Awesome. We're officially in Ireland. So I've just realised that Cambridge doesn't have the cows in here, but this boy should be getting them from an Eastern Station. I'm not sure why Dublin's struggling so much. Oh, it doesn't have a desire for the cows, sorry. Let's get that removed from the warehouse then. And let's get the corn in there. No, let's get cloth in there actually. And maybe... No, you get the corn from there. You get sugar from there. Cloth and milk. Are you getting milk? You are. And you're getting your fruit and veg. So we need now these ones then. So we do need to try and get salt in somehow. And the only salt we have is down here. There's a connection bonus for this corn as well. Carlisle, how do you feel about that? Although, we could get this freight going properly all across the country here. Problem is you need the warehouses all the way across, and it costs an absolute fortune. Do with that money, though. Although, how do I figure that out? So York, don't need that. York could go in. So let's check out this a second. The way we've done York is perfect to go up to here as a separate link. So actually, we could do that. Let's get the... We've got corn. It can get from there. We then get salt. This would be salt and corn link, right? We do that. And we could essentially just go boom, boom. And then we could bring that all the way down into York. What the hell is going on here? That's not happening, thank you. Ah, the train station's in the way. Right, let's bring it around and let's sort this out. Okay, so it goes round through there, under a tunnel. So we've got max speed. It's a shame that the ground's such a weird shape here. Definitely don't want the tunnel. And I want to see if I can get the thingy here. There we go. How much is that? 157,000. It's a little bit of a sharp route there. Let's see if we can make that look a little bit better. What about if I bring you up to... Still a max speed at 160,000, and we can get the second one in as well. Perfect. So, this is now going to be... let's get 4-way here. 1 up here. 1 here. And 1 here. This is now going to be... Alright, let me just take this a second. How do we get this salt down to Dover? A pretty big route, right? So, if we get York with a warehouse here, Manchester already has... No, it doesn't have a warehouse. We might need a warehouse there. Or does York come down into Cambridge then? How is the link over here? Ah, we could do that quite easily, actually. I tell you what, do one even better. We go like this and get a 4-way gridiron here. This is going to be a singular freight down from the north. So we should be able to gridiron that just nicely. Just check our routes, make sure they're fine. They are perfectly fine. Right, so Cambridge into here. So this is going to be a bit of a weird one. We're going to have to place this on the gridiron here. And how costly is this in York? Wouldn't be too bad if we sort this out. Obviously, we're going to reduce all this later on. The whole point of me doing any of this is for the purpose of... Look at those a second. Tunnel is actually cheap. Yeah, it's purely so we can get Dover max population here. Kind of makes sense, right? This is going to cost us an absolute fortune. Is the speed okay? 94 miles an hour. Do a little break in there. 50 miles an hour over here. Not happy with that. All right, 603,000 for this link from Cambridge, and then we need a second one. And this is just going to go into this gridiron here as a separate freight from Higgins Rest all the way down to Dover. This is going to add considerable amount of pain to our journeys here. With that in mind, we might need to change this out and link up Dover into the back of Cambridge here off this link, which should also work, or off the back of O'Reilly link here actually, because there's not as much using that one. And then I really need this though as well. It's growing nicely. Maybe we see how it gets on just going through there with this one then. We've got some more research we can do as well, so we'll go into training of those guys. And we're just checking on the rail lines here. So these the big boys. This one, that express for just that short link is such a good money earner. And that one also from Birmingham just to Liverpool is really, really good. Why? Got to remember some are countering and going to be a problem for the rest of them. So it's to Oxford. Would have thought that one would be a really, really good one. I guess it will as they grow. Just looking at this, O'Brien to Birmingham freight is good. How's this one? I feel like this one is very... No, it's doing its job as well, to be honest. Can't let go sometimes, you know. This one's just pointless. I still have this one. And then I think this freight right here needs to actually have a second train. Just checking over. That's fine. There's a singular lane, so they might cause pauses and stuff, but that's absolutely fine. So we really, really need to get this in to get the connection bonus, actually. 330,000. So back into our rail lines here. Not quite enough. Tempting to take out another bond and then try and pay one off straight away. You know what I mean? Could check in on our stocks as well. And look at that. There's a little bit of profit. Not enough to cry home about. What about you? 127,000 profit on the construction industry. Thank you very much. There we go. Right. So we now have our link from Higgins Rest down into here. So what we need to do now is actually go into York and make sure that we're not double hitting here. So this one goes down into Birmingham. Alright, cool. And then it's checking on Cambridge, so make sure we're not doubling up on those. Alright, let's start a cheeky freight here then. So we're going to go straight into the G&M American freight only, and we're going to go... What did I just do there? Click the wrong one. Be at the bottom. So we're going to go Higgins Rest, Little John Stop, Wensley... Oh no, we're not going to go Wensley because that actually takes us backwards on York. So we're going to go York, down into Cambridge, and on to Dover through O'Reilly. So let's bring O'Reilly up. That is actually going to be one G&M American on freight only. The train line runs on long sections out direction of tracks. Yep, that's the Carlisle links. Don't you worry too much about that. Only a singular train. And it should be the only one using that. Although I did see, actually, funnily enough, this Plymouth to Carlisle, for some reason, is now using that link because we changed it. So why is that? So it goes up here. I wanted it to go Birmingham, Manchester, York, Carlisle. And then on its way back, it comes back down. So let's go York, Manchester.
We have to cross this task off the list.
There we go. Cool. And confirm. That should go back the normal way. What task did we hit there? Oh, no. No, I was trying my hardest. We come out of the year. We almost got it. That's such a shame. 85,000. All right, I can stop focusing on that one now because we failed the task anyway. I'm not sure what happens with this task list, but I guess there's the bonus for new connection, though. We're going to have to pay this loan off. We've got a while, actually, but I'd rather not pay too much interest on it anyway. Anyway, with all that in place now and Dover kind of growing, that's fine. That's going to have salt at its thingy, actually, isn't it? So that now warehouse is going to have salt. So let's turn off the beer and let's put salt in there. And for some reason, Cambridge just doesn't grow. Not getting the corn it needs, is it? Maybe I do need that in here then. Let's keep it simple for now. Yeah, no corn in there. So let's get rid of the wheat, and let's deal in corn there. Let's see if that helps Cambridge grow a little bit. Let's see what we can do here to kind of tidy up our connections now. So what I want to do is make sure there are the 4 ways. So Birmingham actually has 6 connecting in, and they're not ideal the way they connect out. I think they're fine at the moment, but there's ways we could optimize this, you know.
That's no contest.
Don't you start saboteurs on me. Alright, so we've got the Birmingham Walsh Terminal. Golly, that's the one freight. It seems to do its job anyway. But let's not forget... it's so... I can see how you can get overwhelmed on this, though. We need to kind of see... That one apparently doesn't make me any money, but I think it's just because it's not making money yet. It's going to be, right? It's broke down somewhere. That's why. Higgins Rest. That's our freight one, so that's absolutely fine.
You should invest a little more in the maintenance of your trains.
No wagons can be loaded at this train station until February the 12th. That is the saboteur on that one. You cheeky sod. And then this one here. Yeah, we know about this one. I think we need to make use of this a bit better then. I'll tell you what. Let's edit that one. Let's take that. Can we take that one into Cambridge as well? London doesn't have these lines either. So let's bring this up. And then we can take that one further. Just trying to do a bit of fixing here then. So we'll just bring that one up. We'll get a 4-way gridiron on this one. Why can't I build that one? Spin that one out a second. See that? There's a little thingy there, track point. Oh, the curve on this section is too tight. It doesn't like the curve. It's not because of that. That's kind of rubbish. So that is a problem then. What we could do is just go onto that track point there and kind of incorporate those. I think it doesn't matter too much. I'm going to bin those off and we get a triple gridiron. That will allow it to come in. For some reason we're affected on that one track, so we can use that for something else. Okay. And that should now allow us to go into Cambridge. Cool. Let's continue that one then. Hopefully that will then get Cambridge up a little bit. London doesn't grow too much either. And get what it needs. Is it Plymouth to Manchester, which actually needs renaming? Actually, Plymouth to Carlisle. Game is quite complex when you get into it, and we're going to add a 3rd train on that route here. Your train line only enters the station of Bristol to turn around. Why does it keep saying that? Oh yeah, that's fine. It's got to get in to come out, right? Absolutely fine. Realistically, it should go Plymouth around this way, right? Because that is freight only all the way up to Carlisle. It's kind of like a giant freight link. And then we also have a passenger one that does the same. But for some reason, that should actually include O'Brien at the start. So that should be O'Brien. You know what? This was meant to be a bloody express train. I'm an idiot. Let's get rid of that. And we don't mind it going Birmingham to come back out then. Oh, that makes perfect sense. And what we're going to do then is check in on Plymouth's other link, which is O'Brien to Plymouth here. Actually a short one. And there's 2 on this link. That goes through to Birmingham. Into, let's go, Bradley, Liverpool. Why does that need to come this way? That's coming in on that link. There's not a 4-way gridiron, so it can't get into this one. Okay, okay. We need to swap Swansea out then before we do that. So let's just come out of that one a second. Great, we've figured something out here. So this needs to come out, be destroyed for a 4-way gridiron. So let's just make sure we're good. Sorry, Swansea. I won't... we can let it run. It's fine. Boom, boom, boom. And we need to get into this here. And let's be better with our tracks. There we go. Right, let's make sure we get this all the way back in. This took us some doing to get done right, didn't it? Ah, cool. Our existing link is still there, so we're on the side one. That's there. Right, we definitely didn't have this tunnel, did we? We'll make this dirt cheap anyway. Let's make sure the speed's good. Right, boom. We did that one, and then we can go to the next one as well. And 137,000. There's an issue here. So now we'll just get it back on. Let's make sure that is the right way around. Gridirons. Got the 4-way that side. Perfect. That means we can actually use Swansea a little bit better with the rest now as well. Right, with that in place then, we can go back to our O'Brien stop here. And we can edit that link. And we can actually get up to Bradley the way we wanted to. So how do we do this? Do we go Bradley, Manchester for the planks? Or do we go furniture? I think we go furniture. Can't get the furniture. See, that one again isn't going that way. Why? Not a 4-way gridiron on this one either. So let's fix that as well. So we're up to Liverpool at the moment. We'll let that go. And what we'll do is bin out this right here. Fixing lines, you know. It's actually a big part of the game, I guess. And we'll bring this back in here. So this is going to have to... It's going to be a bit weird how it is. But I think it's the only way we can do this to not have issues. See if we can get that in. A little bit more. I don't mind if it's got a bit of a curve in, if it means we can get proper... So let's get it all the way back here. Great. And then we should now be able to bring these over how we wanted them. So number 1 here. Absolutely fine with that. And number 2 is going to be there. Absolutely fine with that as well. Cool. And let's get these the right way around. Cool. And let's go back into our route. We will get there eventually.
Example of how not to do it.
Cheers, mate. You're really, really kind. Right, so to Liverpool. It's going to go into Liverpool to come out this way, though. But I'm fine with that. I think it gets everything along this route. Does it get everything along this route? Is there anything missing on this list that it can't get from here? Beer. I see beer on that list. Okay, we'll leave it at that for now, though. That is a big link, isn't it? Keep it at 2 trains for now, though. Corn for Bristol there. And we can then continue to carry on growing our cities. It's the only way we're really going to get the money in. We've got more research here as well. Reduce the cost charged in personnel for well-being of employees. No problem. And we're still hovering around 110,000, so I really want to work on this. Yeah, we fixed a couple of links here, though. It's still very spaghetti, isn't it? This is obviously horrendous, too. And you know what? If I was being sensible here, I should connect Oxford into the secondary here. I think that's one for the next episode there, guys. So as always, do smash that thumbs up for me. If you are new around here, please do consider subbing as well as we plow on our way to 5,000 subs. You've been awesome so far, so keep any tips coming, and thank you for watching.